Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. Couple quick clarifications. Number one, I'm trading futures. If you don't know what futures are, I'll put a link down below to a totally free 4-part series that walks you through the futures market, how they work. And as a quick little thing to maybe be interested, especially as a stock or options trader that is annoyed and frustrated with the pattern day trading rule, feeling like your hands are cuffed. Well, there is no pattern day trading rule in futures. You can day trade as much as you want every single day. So maybe that piques your interest. Learning more about futures. And then the second part is I'm trading futures through a prop firm. What is a prop firm? How does a prop firm work? Which prop firm am I using? Check out that link that you see there up at the top of the screen. I'll put it also down below, and that will answer all those questions. But in summary, in a summary, a prop firm is a way for you to put very little of your money at risk, but then you have a whole lot of upside potential. So I'll just leave it at that. But if you want to learn more, like I said, check out that link. And also make sure you use that link because that'll ensure that you get the best promotion, because prop firms are always doing promotions. That'll ensure you get whatever the current promotion is. So I will pause the screen recording software for now, and I'll be back as soon as I find an opportunity. The market is now open. I'm going to go for a bit of a potential scalp here to the downside, but want to see if it wants to keep on coming down. And right now, looking like it wants to maybe bounce. All right, as of now, bouncing a little bit, but we'll see. All right, I'll pause. All right, now coming back down. So in there. And for this to continue on down and out there for just a quick little scalp. Want to get started in the green a little bit. Oh, whew. I'm glad that was a quick little scalp. It sure did bounce up very quickly after filling me. So, yeah. Now, I'll be the first to admit sometimes a quick little scalp makes me look like quite the fool, but in this situation, I'm looking pretty smart. But again, for full disclaimer's sake, this transparency's sake, there's times where the quick little scalp, you'll be scratching your head saying, why did I do the quick little scalp? Why didn't I give it more time? But you know what? Sometimes you're going to, choose the exact right strategy. Other times, maybe not so much. But in this situation, I'm definitely glad that I did that. Even if it comes back down, I mean, that was a big bounce up. So, and it has come back down. But regardless, I like those where it makes me look smart. But again, to be fair, I've also looked stupid. And those of you that have watched many of these on the playlist, you know that sometimes I look like a total doofus. All right, I'll pause. Let's see if I can find something else. All right, knocking on the lower part of this trend line here. In and out there for another little scalp. So I'm now up to 345 on the day. Very good. I will pause and let's see if I can find another trade. All right, maybe finally some sort of workable trade here. Looking to maybe buy the pullback here. See if it wants to come down a little bit more. Maybe I'm getting a little too picky here. I'm starting off small with one. That way I can always go with more. Well, put a buy order down there at that green line. Actually, let's go down to right there. All right, I'll pause. We'll see if it can come down to that green line. All right, getting close to potentially have gotten filled at that green line. Did not happen, though. I'm going to move it down here a little bit more now. Again, just starting with one. Once again, got very close to filling me, but did not fill me. Once again, came down there. Oh, so close, but oh, so far away. All right, I'll pause. All right, now we're getting more of a pullback here. In there for my first order, or for my first fill, I should say. Take that out. now up to 405. If it wants to come down some more, I will look to try again. Maybe be able to get more than one. But if it wanted to give me that quick money, I'm not gonna turn that down, especially in this sort of environment. Like I said, if it wants to pull back some more, I'll be ready. But now I am up 405. All right, looking to buy. There we go. In for just one contract here. See what it wants to do. Just gonna sit here right now. All right, this is, I might just call it a day. This action is not really the most I don't know if viable is the right word, but yeah, I know in hindsight, Clay, you nailed, I don't know if I nailed it, but you would have been just fine. Yeah, you're right, but it is 10:30 and I mean I'm at 450, which is so crazy. I mean, an hour, $450. But if you watch any, past videos, you've seen me in some situations make way more than this within like 5 minutes. So it's just the action isn't quite there. And at this point, it almost seems like I'm just trying to fit a square peg through a round hole. But we'll see if this wants to pull back a little bit more, and maybe I could get a little bit more aggressive with it. But yeah, I should probably just move on with my day. So we'll see if I ultimately come back to look back on this decision in the video to keep maybe trading, saying, I probably should have stopped at that point. All right, I need to just end this. It is I can't even speak straight because it's just like this is so silly on my part. I'm frustrated with myself. Like, what am I doing? What am I doing? This is not, I don't need to be doing this. Trading is not a full-time gig. I have many streams of income. I encourage you for the exact same thing. Your goal should not be to be a full-time trader. Your goal should be to have multiple streams of income. That way, trading is just one of many streams of income. So you don't have to sit here and put up with this sort of action. And yet, I'm sitting here and putting up with this sort of action. For what reason? I don't know. So yes, there's frustration in my voice, but it's just added for me because this is like, what am I doing with my life right now? I totally don't need to be doing this. So yeah, I'm calling it a day. Before I go, though, I do want to personally invite you to get signed up for this free live online webinar that I'm offering. So if you want to learn more about the tools I'm using, how I build consistency and manage risk, then definitely get signed up for the free live class. I'll put a link down below in the description area, or you can just go to claytrader.com/live to figure out when the next live class actually is. But like I said, if you've enjoyed and you want to learn more, then definitely get signed up for that free class. And then as far as these live trade videos are concerned, if you enjoy the rawness of it, the realistic of it, because this is not a voiceover, you are getting my thoughts in real time as the action plays out. Hit that like button. I know today maybe wasn't the most entertaining video, but you can't always have entertainment. That's just not how the market works. Sometimes you'll have days that look like this. But if you enjoy these videos, hit that like button, and always leave a comment below. I do read and reply to all comments. And if you don't believe me, that's totally fine. Put them to the test. Leave a comment, and you will see that I will indeed reply. So everybody, thanks for watching. Take care. And if you want to just support the channel in a very free and easy way, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Take care.